What's up, guys? This is the kid, DC Wrestling, back at it again with another video. And tonight, I'm going to be giving you a review for AEW Dynamite, July 28th, 2021. But this is also the AEW Fight for the Fallen review. Overall, man, I thought this was a great show. I thought this is a great show. We've got some great matches. We had some great matches. We had some pretty interesting announcements tonight. So this was a good show. This was a great show. I believe, and someone could correct me if I'm wrong here in the comment section, but I believe that this was AEW's largest crowd like in a long time. I don't that's what I heard, so someone could correct me in the comment section, but that's what I heard online. Anyways, we're not going to waste any time. We got a lot to get into. We had a 10-man elimination tag match to kick off the show. We had the Elite, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and the Good Brothers taking on Hangman Page and the Dark Order, John Silver, Alex Reynolds, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson. Now, the entrances were awesome. Well, they were cool. Let me just say it at that. They were cool. You know, Dark Order got a nice little vignette. You know, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and the Good Brothers coming out looking like they were the Space Jam from Space Jam, and that was pretty cool. So it was pretty cool entrances. Now, overall, I thought this matchup was good. It was a good match, a good way to kick off the show. You could tell that the crowd really wanted Hangman to win. Like, you could tell, like, when Hangman, you know, unfortunately didn't kick out of the One Wing Angel, a lot of the fans were like, man, like, come on, because a lot of people on the internet, like, they weren't really too happy with Hangman getting the L or the Dark Order. So, you know, who knows? I still think in some way, shape, or form, Hangman will still get a title opportunity against Kenny Omega at All Out. I just don't know if the Dark Order are going to get their title opportunities. But nonetheless, this is how you kick off the show, and I thought this is a pretty good way to kick off the show. So after that, we did see a little celebration with the FTW champion, Ricky Starks, but Brian Cage comes out and he pretty much destroys the whole little celebration. So, yeah. So after that, we get a huge announcement in the forms of Tony Khan, Hiroshi Tanahashi. And for those because there are people who don't know who Hiroshi Tanahashi is, you know, from New Japan Pro Wrestling, he is like the perfect way to describe who Hiroshi Tanahashi is. He is the equivalent of John Cena. Like, he is the John Cena of New Japan Pro Wrestling. So you look at what John Cena's done, and you know you'll look in Hiroshi Tanahashi and be like, oh, okay, cool. But you know, Hiroshi Tanahashi is, you know, all-time favorite, you know, carried New Japan in the Dark Ages. So really cool to see him here tonight. He said that he was going to challenge the winner of tonight's IWGP U.S. title match between Lance and Hikuleo. So obviously, since Lance won, it's going to be Lance versus Tanahashi. So after that, man, we got Santana and Ortiz with the big guy Conan by ringside with FTR with Tully Blanchard. Now, you know, because this did come after the 10-man tag match, and the crowd did look kind of dead for the most part. You know, you got little pops here and there, cheers, but, you know, for the most part, it was kind of dead. And unfortunately, towards the end, man, Wheeler had a nasty cut on his arm, man. Like, he looked bad, and that's obviously the main reason why the match had to end like it did. And I hope Wheeler gets better, man, because you never want to see a wrestler go through any injury, no matter who he or she is, you know? So after that, we get another huge announcement in the forms of Tony Khan. Well, Tony Schiavone's on stage, and he talks about AEW's next episode of Rampage. Obviously, it's going to be debuting on August 13th, but their next episode, August 20th, will be held at the United Center in Chicago. It will be called The First Dance. Everyone's chanting, CM Punk, CM Punk, when we obviously know who's actually coming, because Darby Allin talked about that there's been a lot of guys who say they are the greatest, but there's only one place to prove it here, and that's AEW, even if you think you're the best in the world. So we know who he's talking about. It's Shane McMahon. Come on, people. Like, Shane McMahon is the best in the world. Come on now. No, all jokes aside, man, he's obviously giving reference to CM Punk. You know, I was actually, because it's weird, I was going to make a video about Punk and Daniel Bryan tomorrow. It was going to be about how AEW should debut CM Punk and Bryan Danielson. And if you guys still want to see that video, go put it in the comment section below. But it obviously feels like Punk might end up showing up at the AEW Rampage. And a lot of people was like, well, this makes perfect sense because obviously, you know, this will let AEW Rampage, it's a new show, they got to get more viewers, and what better way to get, not just get more, but bring in new viewers to have Punk on there. So I guess that's how they're doing it. So it looks like Punk won't show up at All Out. But we get the IWGP US title match between Lance Archer and Hikuleo. Haku was by ringside. Cool to see him. I thought this matchup was solid, to say the least. Lance Archer looked great. So it was actually revealed that Lance will actually go to New Japan to face Tanahashi. So Tanahashi will not be coming to Dynamite. He will not be on American soil. It will be Archer who will be going on to overall in Japan. So probably New Japan Strong. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens. All right, so this next segment, this was cool. I don't know who booked this segment, but whoever did, like, shout out to you, my man. Like, you booked this perfectly. So Marvez was with Cody, right? And this is Cody, right? Like, you know, he's talking about how the world and stuff, like, he's about to cut, I guess, another patriotic promo. He's like, with things going on in the world today, and bam, Malachi Black just comes in there and just beats the crap out of Cody. Like, that was awesome. Fuego del Sol tries to help out, but he gets kicked in the face, roundhouse kick. Poor Fuego, always getting killed every week. And it also been revealed that Cody was actually booed. So I guess Malachi's a baby face. I guess he might as well. I mean, a lot of people, I guess, don't like Cody. So, yeah. But great segment, man. Great segment. Next match, 6-man tag team match. Playa and Jericho and Private Party versus Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus. I thought this matchup was actually solid. So Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus get the win. So, yeah. So we get Julian Hart versus Thunder Rosa. Like I said, man, you know, this was Thunder Rosa's first match as an AEW wrestler. Now that was dope. Like, that was really cool. And yeah, man, like, that was Thunder Rosa. I think Thunder Rosa is going to be a huge asset here in AEW. So for the AEW Women's Division. So yeah. So after that, man, we get Chris Jericho versus Nick Gage. And, you know, obviously I didn't get a chance to see the Nick Gage match live, but you know, it was good. And I'm talking about Nick Gage versus Matt Cardona. Like, it was good. So as far as this match goes, it was obviously a little bloodbath. So that was cool. That was really cool. So yeah. So after that, man, MJF came out. He announced the third labor for Chris Jericho, which is one of Chris Jericho's greatest, you know, luchador rivals. So that was really cool. And like I said, man, this AEW Dynamite like I said, man, it was a good episode. And yeah, hyping up next week. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, man, if you still want to see how AEW should debut Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, you know, put in the comment section, run the likes up, run the views up. This has been the Kid, DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.